Have you ever felt like you're carrying a little too much weight, not just physically, but in your heart or mind? After 60, life can feel like a mix of beautiful moments and unexpected burdens, can't it? On our channel, Happiness After 60, we're all about finding ways to live with more joy and ease, no matter your age. Today, I want to talk about something close to my heart, letting go. Specifically, we're going to explore 5 things you can release to live a lighter, happier life. These aren't big, dramatic changes, they're simple shifts that can make your days feel brighter and your heart a little freer. So, grab a cup of tea, settle in, and let's dive into the first thing you can let go of, the need to please everyone. You know, when I was younger, I used to worry so much about what others thought. I'd bend over backward to make sure everyone was happy, family, friends, even acquaintances. But here's the truth, trying to please everyone is like trying to catch the wind. It's exhausting, and it steals your peace. After 60, your time and energy are precious. Instead of saying yes to every request, try asking yourself, does this bring me joy? Last week, my friend Susan told me she turned down a committee role she didn't want. She felt guilty at first, but then she had time to paint, something she loves. That's the kind of freedom I'm talking about. Start small, say no to one thing this week that doesn't serve you. You'll be amazed at how light you feel. Now, let's talk about something else we can release, which ties right into this idea of freedom. Perfectionism. Oh, how this one sneaks up on us. I used to think everything I did had to be flawless, my home, my work, even my holiday dinners. But perfection is a trap. It keeps you stressed and stops you from enjoying the moment. After 60, it's time to embrace good enough. Let me share a story. My neighbor, Tom, spent years stressing over his lawn. It had to be the greenest on the block. One summer, he decided to let it go a bit, less mowing, fewer chemicals. He started sitting on his porch instead, chatting with neighbors. He told me he's never been happier. That's what letting go of perfection does, it gives you room to breathe. Try this, next time you're fussing over something small, like a slightly messy kitchen, ask yourself, will this matter tomorrow? Chances are, it won't. Letting go of perfection doesn't mean lowering your standards, it means valuing your peace more than an impossible ideal. So, what's next? There's another weight we carry that's a bit heavier, and it's one we don't always talk about. Regrets. They can feel like stones in your pocket, can't they? Maybe you wish you'd taken that job, traveled more, or said, I love you, one more time. I get it, I've had my share of what-ifs. But here's something I've learned, regrets only hurt us when we let them define our present. After 60, you have a wealth of experiences, and every choice you made brought you here. Instead of dwelling on the past, try this, write down one regret, then list 3 good things that came from that path. For me, I once regretted not pursuing a different career. But when I thought about it, that choice gave me my family, my home, and lifelong friends. It's like reframing a picture, you see it in a new light. If writing feels heavy, talk to a friend or even say it out loud to yourself. Releasing regrets is about forgiving yourself and making space for today's joys. Speaking of today, there's another thing we can let go of that keeps us stuck in a different way. Comparison. Oh, how easy it is to look at someone else's life and feel like you're falling short. Maybe you see a friend traveling the world or a neighbor with a fancy new car, and you wonder, why not me? Social media doesn't help, does it? But comparison is a thief, it robs you of gratitude for your own journey. After 60, you've earned the right to celebrate your unique path. I remember feeling envious of a friend who seemed to have it all together, perfect health, big adventures. Then she shared how lonely she felt despite it all. It reminded me that everyone has their struggles, and my life, with its cozy routines and close family, is enough. Try this, each morning, name one thing you're grateful for about your life. It could be your morning coffee, a kind neighbor, or your health. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have. Now, let's move to something that ties all of this together and brings us to our final point. The fear of change. Change can feel daunting after 60, whether it's trying a new hobby, moving to a new place, or even changing how you think. But holding on to that fear keeps you from growing. I met a woman named Linda at a community center who, at 68, started learning to dance. She was terrified at first, new steps, new people, but now she lights up when she talks about it. Change doesn't have to be big. Maybe it's joining a book club or trying a new recipe. The key is to take one small step. Ask yourself, what's one thing I've always wanted to try? Then do it, even if it feels scary. That's how you keep life vibrant. As we wrap up, let's think about how these 5 things, people-pleasing, perfectionism, regrets, comparison, and fear of change, connect. They're all about letting go of what weighs you down so you can embrace what lifts you up. So, here we are, friends. We've talked about 5 ways to lighten your load: saying no to please others, embracing good enough over perfection, releasing regrets, letting go of comparison, and facing change with courage. Each one is a step toward a life that feels freer and more yours. You don't have to do it all at once, just pick one thing to try this week. Maybe say no to something small or write down what you're grateful for. These small shifts add up, and they can make your days so much brighter. I'd love to hear from you. Share in the comments what you're letting go of or how you're finding more joy. If this video spoke to you, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button to join our Happiness After 60 family. We're here to keep exploring ways to live well at every age. Until next time, keep shining, and here's to living light and free.